Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there.
Hello there beauties, your girl Euniycemari here, and so today I'm going to be doing a full review and demo on the Profusion's Brow Palette. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as click the post notifications so you know when I upload. And if you enjoy my content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and share me with the world. So, I was in Target. I know, and I come across Profusion, okay? And I was like, oh, what's this? And it was only like $8.49, okay? Only $8.49 at Target. So I was like, $8.49 for a whole palette? Just, I'm getting it. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this palette. Now, I did go ahead and use it a couple of times already. I couldn't wait, but I'm reviewing it, so I guess that it's all good, right? So this is what the palette looks like. So it comes with a little mirror, which is always great, and I like the size of the mirror as well. But it also comes with the powder. So it comes with, let me make sure I can get y'all to see this. So it comes with the beige highlight for the brow, the medium brown powder, soft brown powder, chocolate, ash brown, an eyebrow wax, and it comes with a Taupe pencil with a little tool that has a slightly angled brush on it, as well as a spoolie. Also, this is made very well. This is not a cheap like palette that like, it's not like cheap. It's made of actual like a tin material, and it bends like all the way back, which I really do like. Like, look how far this thing bends back, like, so you can manipulate it as you're working with it. And I think that is really important when it comes to like makeup products. You can be able to manipulate how things open and how they close. It may not seem as important, but it is important when you're actually applying your makeup. Now, another reason why I decided to get this palette is because it has multiple colors in it. It's not just one color. It comes with 4 different shades of brown, and for me, it's hard to find browns that really fit my brows because either they're too red, and I need to have like more of a taupe pencil, something that doesn't have red in it, because if it has red in it, my skin tone and it just doesn't work. Golden undertones, so it just does not work for me when you put red on there. And there are times where I like to actually go a little deeper with my brows. Sometimes I like to wear a medium brown or a chocolate. I like to really just put my brows out there, and there are times where I play more with an ash brown with my brows. So that's why I like the variation of colors, because I can go between that, me wanting to be light and me wanting to be more of a darker brown, as well as they have it where I can pick from ash brown and medium brown, as well as chocolate. Soft brown I think is a little bit too red for me, so I probably wouldn't really mess around with soft brown, but I just like the variation of colors in the palette. The highlight I kind of messed around with a little bit, not too much, and then the brow wax does come into play for me afterwards. So we're going to jump right into this tutorial, and I'm going to show with you guys how I do my brows. I guess you can say this is an updated brow tutorial as well, and how I shape them and how I get them going, even though I'm a girl who has no brows. Alright, so let's do it. Okay, so we're first going to start off with the pencil, because for me, I really don't have a lot of brow. My brows are super sparse. If you cannot tell already, I have really super sparse brows. There are 2 different shapes as well. My brows are not alike, and that is something that happens with a lot of people, and you just have to accept it that, you know, your brows are not going to be the same. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to use the spoolie that came in here, and we're going to, you know, brush those brows out the way. Then I'm going to take this Taupe pencil, which is kind of jacked up. So now I'm going to take my Taupe pencil, and I'm going to lightly fill in my brow, just to kind of define the shape a little bit more, and give it more of an outline, because make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. but I just like to give it a little bit of outline. Okay. Then I'm going to take the spoolie and I'm just going to brush it up and kind of bring everything together. And you guys know what? I will never have Instagram brows unless I get microblading done. Your girl, and I mean, that's just the natural way that people's brows are. You know, even though I've seen some women have some really good microblading done, y'all, I'm convinced. But, you know, I try not to do things that are unnecessary. Okay, we're just gonna say unnecessary. Alright, so once my brow was a little bit filled in with the ash pencil, I could very well just leave it like this and go on about my day. I'm going to use ash brown. Well, dang. I'm going to use ash brown here on the end. And I'm just going to take the little angled applicator that comes with this. And I'm just going to start to fill that in a little bit. So how I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to start on the tail end. Not fully in the front. But more so towards like the middle beginning of the brow. And I'm just going to start to fill it in a little bit. And this is the key too. A lot of women want to know, like, why is it that I put too much in the front of the brow? I always say start off like not directly in the front of the brow. Start like a little bit behind the, start filling it in a little bit behind the starting point of the brow. And therefore you'll get a more natural, like, you know, fade out of the brow. And so after that, I just take the spoolie and I'm going to take the wax, which you guys can see has been used very properly, and I just dip it into the wax, my spoolie. And this is how I set my brows. So, and I usually don't use wax, but because it's provided in a palette, why not, right? So I just take the little bit of wax on the spoolie and I just go ahead and I just run it through my brows just to set everything together. All right. All right, and that's one brow done. But you can tell there's a big difference, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other side. Alright, you guys, so that is my full tutorial on how I do my brows using this palette. Hands down, I like this palette a lot. I feel like if you are a newbie, if you are somebody who is beginning makeup, go to Target. I don't know where else they sell this at, but I see it at Target, and get your hands on this palette for $8, maybe even less if you have a coupon or whatnot. Also, you guys, they have eyeshadows, a blush set. They have so many other products that are really inexpensive, sorry. They are about under, I say under $15. I didn't see anything over 15, probably not even over 10. But this is a great little palette. It's gonna last me some time. The pencil will probably run out before the actual shadows do. I like the variation. I like the fact that you can get you a full brow out of this, and it comes with the spoolie and the angled brush. Like, you don't have to buy anything on the side. You know, I think a lot of companies should come out with something like this, and it's just a great way to get everything that you need for your brows in one setting. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your girl Euniycemari. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in a later video. Bye.